Hey YouTube, today I'm going to show you my Xbox 360 controller with all my Modsticks Pro upgrades. So let's show you what they all are. I have, these are the Modsticks Pro original in black, which is the 2 analog sticks and the D-pad. I have the gold bullet buttons, which I think are pretty new, and I have titanium triggers, all Modsticks upgrades. And first thing, they're all made of aluminum. They're all machined, which makes them, really strong and durable. They can take, a beating, but they're also they're really light. Everything's really light feeling. It feels really nice. So I would, recommend everything I have on here to everyone. So first we'll start with the Modsticks. These are the original Modsticks. The kit will run you about $30 to $35 depending on where you get it. So yeah, so I've had these for about 6 months now, so they do have some wear on them. And I really like them. I've gone through now 3 controllers. I think this is my newest. I've had them on, this is the 3rd one, and I can't really play without them now, which is a good thing and a bad thing. I guess, I've got my money's worth, but it sucks when you borrow people's controllers and stuff. So yeah, I don't have the original packaging, but I will tell you what came with them. You have 2 analog stick domes, the bases. You have 2 of these grips that are, they're dish grips, they call them. You have the D-pad with the D-pad stick on it. That's optional, obviously. Comes off. You have 6 set screws for attaching the grips to the bases. They come with 3 short ones and 3 long ones. There's 3, obviously, pieces. There are 6 spacers, 2 1mm, 2 2mm, and 2 3mm spacers to adjust the heights of the grips on all 3 pieces for how you like to play. Also comes with a Torx 8 screwdriver, which says Modsticks, upside down, Modsticks on it, Torx 8 security actually. It also comes with an attachable, I don't have it with me, but you can take this out with an Allen key that it comes with as well, and put a Phillips head in there because you do need a Phillips head for the D-pad, which it does come with the 2 screws for the D-pad as well. So, get right into it with these. One of the big advantages with these over the standard analog sticks, so you can see the stem on them is very thin. If you look at a standard, I'll put that back there, a standard analog stick stem, it's it's substantially larger. So you get a much greater range of movement with these, which it just feels much nicer. You don't feel, I guess, with the regular ones, you really don't know what you're missing until you, put these on and then try to go back. But they're much better movement. But if you do want to get these and you don't like all this movement, they do have little rings that'll go over the stems that do limit them to the regular amount of travel allowed with the regular analog stick. So you can still get these and use the same original travel. This controller, I have all these heights set for Call of Duty. It's really the only game that I play with a controller. Everything, I guess I have a couple Kinect games, but I don't play much else, so this pretty much is always the way it is. So I'll start off with what I like. It's just what I like. I'm not saying do it or don't. But my right thumbstick, I do have the standard dish grip because your thumb sits in it nicely. It just fits really nice in there. It has little teeth around it that grip it nicely. It's really comfortable. Surprisingly, you'd think that aluminum would be, just kind of, just not comfortable, but it is. It doesn't dig into your skin very much. It's really nice. So that is what I keep in there. I also have 2, if you can see, there is 2 of these black spacers and 1 silver. The 2 black ones are 3mm and the silver is 1mm, so I have 7mm of spacers on there. And if you look at the height on the FPS Freak on an original analog stick, that's the distance, but it's pretty much maybe off by 1mm, same height. So it's pretty much a great height. And then on the left analog stick, you can see it's much shorter. I have no spacers on it, and I actually have an aftermarket, but it's just an optional piece. This is the second one. It's a dome. As you can see, it's it goes up and over. It's dome shaped, and it also has a very short, it's about 1mm stem. If you look on this, it's got a larger stem. These are called lowrider domes. They're pretty new, I think, and it makes it actually shorter than the regular analog stick. So it's nice. You still get the range of motion, but you don't really need the precision on this because you're running and sprinting. And the reason I have it on there is because if you see, when you push forward, your thumb kind of rests on it much easier. When you push forward, and if I could find it, there it is. On this, even if you kind of push forward and you want to click, it still digs into your thumb. It's uncomfortable. So I would say that this dome lowrider is really nice. It's really nice. And they do have a couple other grips, which are just the top pieces on those. They have obviously the dome lowrider. They have a regular dome, which is just a regular stem. They have one called Gears, which is much similar to the dish. Just has really, really, really aggressive teeth around the outside, kind of like a gear. They have that. They also have an arcade style. It's just like, it's called balls, so it's like arcade style, old machine style. And the other style, they have another style of grip that is called Fusion. And what it is it has this, you see these serrated outside on the dome. It has that, but then where this flat, focus, where this flat area is, it has a dish inner. So it's like it's a fusion between dish and dome, which are their first 2. But I've only used these 2, so I don't know if the other ones are good or bad, or I don't really have an opinion on them. And they all do run $11 for 2, so you get 2 with each thing. You can't just buy 1. And so then the last piece in this is the D-pad, and it does come. You can take. I'll show you all of them actually. Have these. You can just. This is one of the short threaded screw just attachments. And this one has a long one. Obviously, this is a short one too. But you can take this off, and that'll come out as well and make a flush D-pad like the original. And if you want to use it that way, it's still much nicer than the original because it does have, if you look, focus, it does have nice teeth on it to grip onto. But honestly, this thing is amazing. It's actually really surprising. I didn't think I would use it, but I do love it. It's really quick and it's really easy to use. It's nice for just care package or anything, even typing. Like when you just want to jump around typing, when you're scrolling through menus, it's surprisingly really convenient. And I just have the spacer on there because I don't really have doesn't really need it. It's just there. So, and the other thing that I originally had these on an original controller, so I never had this issue, but the D-pad on my most recent 2 controllers, all 3 actually, come with the transforming D-pad now, which does not work. You do need the original D-pad because what you do have is you can see these are much different. And this doesn't have it in it, but there are 2, you see top, you can see 2 screw holes in there that have Phillips head screws that come out, and this comes off. And then you do attach the D-pad to this, which then goes back in. And transforming D-pad does not have any of those. So you either need to find an old controller D-pad, or they have I think it's $1 for their non-transforming D-pad one. So it's not that bad.